ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Mahopanisad, chapter 5, verse 58. It was this Jagat in reality is never born. Something which appears very strange, no doubt it is so, but the fact is this Jagat is no better than the horn of a rabbit. This is what one Shruti says. One Shruti is like this. Idam prapancham nasti eva. This Jagat is not there at all in reality. Why? Na utpannam. Never it has come into existence. No sitam. No sitam. It never continues to be there. Sitam kvachit. Nowhere it is continuing to be so. Drishya rupam, the so-called Jagat, which is in the form of drishya inert entities. Drik rupam cha, as if the one is seer, the seeing entity, sensing entity, sarvam shashavishanavat. All is nothing but like shashavishana, like the horn of a rabbit. See, the word is used, idam jagat, idam prapancham, means experience. Otherwise, he would not have referred to this prapancha. Experience. Yet, it can never come into existence in reality. Dream, certainly experience, but there is nothing concrete thing like dream which has come into existence at any time at all. So now that's what is told now. Read 58.
द्वितीय कारणाभावात् अनुत्पन्नमिदं जगत् ज्ञातं ज्ञातव्यमधुना दृष्टं द्रष्टव्यमद्भुतम्।
द्वितीय कारणाभावात् idam jagat anutpannam adhuna and maya. Adhuna and maya. Jnatavyam jnatam. Jnatavyam jnatam. Adbhutam drashtavyam drushtam. Adbhutam drashtavyam drushtam. A reason is given why the Jagat has not come into existence at any time. Dvitiya karana bhava. See, some raw material is there, from which finished product is produced. But someone else must be there. An entity who makes use of the raw material and produces the finished product. Like that, some entity called Brahman was there, and some other entity X came into picture, and from Brahman produced the Jagat. Such an entity X is not there at all. Not only not there, cannot exist at all. Why? Brahman is Advitiya, Sarvavyapi. There is no second entity at all. It itself is something avikriya, never subject to change. How can any other thing come into existence? It is just impossible. Dvitiya karana bhava. Dvitiya karana in the sense means. In the absence of any other means, idam jagat, this jagat, anutpannam, na utpannam, is not born at all. One may say, oh, Rubu, you are talking too high. You are talking too much. You seem to be verbose. What are you talking? Jagat is not there at all, never born. If you ask, listen, Rubu says, I am experiencing that. There is no trace of Jagat at all. Therefore, it says, Adhuna, right now, Maya, by me. With that me, Rubu. Jnatavyam, Jnatavyam Brahma. Like in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Dheyam Brahma. Not Dheyam. Dheyam Brahma. Jnatavyam Brahma. The Brahma whose knowledge is to be gained. Jnatam. I have known the Brahma in Aparoksha as my Swarupa. Again, Drashtavyam. Adbhutam Drashtavyam. Adbhutam. Something which is wonderful. You can't explain it all. That what is that? Drashtavyam. The entity that deserves to be seen, experienced. What is that? Drishtam. Drashtavyam again stands for Brahma. The Brahma which deserves to be seen, experienced. Drishtam, I have seen. So he confirms. I am not spinning the yarn. I am talking which I have myself very clearly verified. Right now it is so. Continuing.
विश्रान्तोऽस्मि चिरं श्रान्तः चिन्मात्रान्नास्ति किञ्चन पश्य विश्रान्तसन्देहं विगताशेषकौतुकम्.
Not only I have seen it, O Nidaga, you also can do that. Don't think something special with me. It is available for everyone to know this, to experience this Sarupa. Nothing special about me at all. Only thing, few adjustments in the personality and the mind is necessary. If the mind is made ready, it can be experienced by everyone. So therefore, Chiram Shrantaha Vishrantaha Asmi. Vishrantaha Asmi. Chinmatrat add Anyat. Chinmatrat add Anyat. Kinchana Nasti. Kinchana Nasti. Vishranta Sandeham Vigata Shesha Kautukam. Pasha. Before that, first take this. Chiram Shrantaha Vishrantaha Asmi. Chinmatrat Anyat Kinchana Nasti. Then add He Nidaga. He Nidaga. Vishranta Sandeham Vigata Shesha Kautukam. Then take the next line. The next line, that is Nirastakalpana Jalamachit Tattvam Param Padam. It goes with this. Vigata Shesha Kautukam Nirastakalpana Jalam Achit Tattvam. Achit Tattvam Param Padam. Come to Pasha. Param Padam Pasha. So, I have seen this right now. I have experienced this. Who says Rubu. And because of this, therefore, me who was what? Chiram Shantam. Me who was tired for a long because of samsara. Moment by moment, the samsara was bombarding on me. As a result, I was totally tired. Too much it was. But now, what? Vishrantaha Asmi. I have reposed in my Swarupa, wherein there is no trace of prapancha. There is no trace of prapancha. And therefore, Vishrantaha Asmi. Why? Because I find this Chinmatrat Anyat Kinchana Nasti. Other than Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone, there is nothing else whatsoever. Chinmatrat, nothing else whatsoever. And Nidaga, you also will see that. Vishranta Sandeham. Vishranta Sandeham means Nissamshayartham. Free from all doubts. Free from all doubts. Vigata Shesha Kautukam. Discarding all sense of wonders. There is nothing to wonder at. This is a Swarupa. If at all you have to wonder at, you have to wonder at the prapancha only. From where this is appearing so. That which can never come into existence. The prapancha which can never be born. And yet from where it appears to be there as if it is there. You have to wonder at that. not your Swarupa. Swarupa is ever free from prapancha. Vigatashesha kautukam. Vigatashesha kautukam. Free from the discarding all sense of wonder. Nirasta kalpana jalam. Free from all projections of Maya. Free from all projections of Maya. Nirasta kalpana jalam. And what is that Swarupa? Achittatvam parampadam. Parampadam. Very exalted state. And that entity is what? That principle is Achittatvam. See, be careful here. It is not. See, Achittatvam, this word is written as Achi, double Ta and Tvam. So here, it should not be Achit Tattvam. If you do that, what happens though? Tattva, the principle which is Achit means inert in nature. Chit means Chaitanya. Nachit, Jada. The principle that is Jada, that is not meant there. So that is that. Achitta. Achitta, entity which is free from chitta mind. Then Tva, abstract noun. That means entity which is always free from mind. In Atma Brahma, there is no trace of mind. How can samsara can? Because samsara is mainly projected by the mind. That mind itself is not there in Atma, Brahma, Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. So therefore it is Parampadam, that most exalted state, which is totally free from mind. So you should be very careful about this phrase, because it immediately one can say Achittatvam. No. Achittatvam. The abstract noun, Achitta. Entity which is totally free from Chitta, mind, Antakarana. Now that knowledge or that Brahma Jnana, free from mind, is being described now. That Brahma Jnana, free from mind, is being described. Read Te Eva.
Te eva bhumatam praptaha saushanta shesha kilbishaha
Continue.
mahadhiya shantadhiyaha ye yata vimanasvatam janto.
Wait. Ye Samshanta Shesha Kilbisha Mahadhiya Kanta Dhiya Vimanaskatam Yata Te Eva Bhumatam prapta. Bhumatam prapta. Only such people can gain Brahma Jnana. You want to know who can gain Brahma Jnana, who can know Brahma? Here are the people having such eligibility. So don't complain. Last so many decades, I have totally dedicated to Vedanta only. And even now, I am still high and dry. Find out, have you got such eligibility or not? If you have such eligibility, you will never have such complaint. If you have not discovered or gained Brahma Jnana, it is very clear that you are lacking in terms of these eligibility. The mirror, as it were, to find out where do we stand in terms of the preparedness of our mind to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Yea, those people, whoever they may be, irrespective of man, woman, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, whichever country they may belong to, irrespective of all other things. And who are they? Samshanta Shesha Kilbisha. So, free, those who are free from the Sankalpa, Bandhana and sins. Samshanta. Totally free from. These things have gone from their antakarana. What are those? Sankalpa Bandhana. Sankalpa is Manovyapara. Desires. Desires, Manovyapara. Free from them. And sins. Past Duritas. If past Duritas are there, they will certainly create obstructions in the Adhyatmic pursuit. If the mind is always in the state of flux, preoccupied in the Vishayas, it will not have the capacity to conform itself to Anadhyasta Chaitanya and know what it is. Samshanta Shesha Kilvishaha. Those who are free from the Sankalpa and sins. And the result, who are they? Mahadhiyaha. Mahadhi literally means what? Those who have got big buddhi. Literally it is not so. Mahadhiya means here rooted in Akhandakara Vritti. The buddhi, antakarana has become so big that it has conformed itself to Sarvavyapi Brahma. It has become Nirvishesha. It has become Nirvishesha. And it has become Akhandakara, Brahmakara, Atmakara. And as a result, it is Shantadhi. Shantadhiyaha means those are got Shantadhi. As a result, it has become totally calm. has become totally calm. So that such people, Mahadiya, Jayesh, put off the mic. Shantadhiya, Vimanaskatam Yata, Vimanaskatam Yata, that they have got the state of what? No mind, free from mind, means Manonasha, Manolaya, wherein Manovyaparas are not there, that state of mind they have achieved. Vimanaskatam Yata, such people only, they eva, such persons only, what? Bhumatam prapta, have gained what? Bhumata. Bhuma means Brahma. Bhumata is Brahmata. Means they have gained Brahman. That means to gain Brahma Jnana, one has to be first what? Samshanta Ashesha Kilvisha. Number two, Mahadhihi. As a result, Shantadhihi. As a result, Vimanaskata Yataha. Such people only can gain Brahma Jnana. There is no other alternative than to acquire the state of mind which is totally nirvikalpa, free from any features of drishya vishaya. It can be bahya or antar. The mind is so calm without any specific antakarana vritti, including knower, known, and knowledge, triputi, free from this experiencer, experienced, and experiencing, free from triputi. That antakarana only can gain knowledge. In the third class, we have seen this is why vairagya, etc., vairagya, abhyasa, repeated practice, gains importance in gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Otherwise, to gain such a state of mind is next to impossible. See, nowadays, Vedanta has become what? A fashion, as it were. It is good, nothing wrong in that. Many are taking to Vedanta, and their concept is to pick up few things from Shastra, to gain some information. Shastra is Atma Jnana Brahma. They forget that this is Paroksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana was indirect knowledge. This is not a Paroksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana is necessary because that only can motivate you to pursue further. But don't remain contented there only. Atma is like this. Body, etc., is not me, etc. That's true. But how I have got myself freed from samsara experiences. Good old things continue. You are bringing the word mithya and branding it mithya is not going to help. The mithya is not labeling. The discovery is that it is not there in the wake of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Only you change the label. Till now you are calling Jagat as Satyam. Now you are exposed to Vedanta and now you have got a word Mithya. Like no, the sannyasis. Earlier, when you are eating the food, etc., somebody asked, have you taken food? Aapka khana ho gaya? Means what? Have you eaten the food? We sannyasi ho gaya na? You will not ask aapka nahi. Aapki bhiksha ho gayi? Only word is changed from khana to bhiksha. Or earlier, where do you stay? Sannyasi, they will not ask that. आपका आसन किधर है? आपका आसन किधर है? They will not say your staying place, asan. Only name has changed. In fact, I was a victim of this question. Many years back, when I was a brahmachari, I happened to go in a remote village. The big temple was there, etc. And there was one mutt there. They took me there. And that Mathadipati or whoever the person is, Aapka asan kidhar hai? I was wondering what is asan. So like this, either to Jagat was there. Now the mithya. This labeling is not going to help at all. You know that we have seen this story long back. See, the olden days stories, not nowadays. See, the mother used to keep the provisions in tin boxes. Now transparent plastic boxes are available. Bottles, etc. Those days are not there. Some nutritious food, etc. The same type of tin boxes are there. But what happens? Because the tin not transparent, you have that same type of boxes there. Some brand of nutritious food. Every time what she wants, she has to open the lid and say what it is. Of course, so many dabbas were there. Approximation she may know, but not totally correct. The son who was around 10, 11 years old, going to school, saw the plight of the mother. For one thing, she has to open the lid of half a dozen of boxes. This is not good. Said, Mummy, I will help you. I will label all these dabbas. So therefore, whenever you want, from the label you can find out what it is. You need not unnecessarily open the lids. Mother said, very good, beta, good idea, do it. And this boy took all trouble and labeled all the dabbas. And there the shas. Mother was very happy. Clean job held her. Afternoon, she went to prepare the coffee. So she wanted the tin of that box containing sugar. She saw all the boxes. Nowhere sugar is there. She called the boy and fired. Where is sugar? Without batting the eyelids, he picked up and the boy gave it to mother. Mother opened the lid, sugar, then saw the label red chilies. She scolded the boy. Why did you write here red chilies when there is a sugar? See, mummy, you know these ants, this form wherever sugar is there. To keep them off, I have written red chili. It's going to work. Huh? Ants will say, read the label. Oh, this is not sugar. This is red chili. No, they know without your label. So like this, the sphere theory, so long this was there, Jagat was calamitous samsara for you. And now you have changed the label as what? Nitya. Do you mean to say it's calamitous nature of Janma Marana, Janma Marana, Janma Marana, Janma is going to end? Let us not fool ourselves. See what Shastra says. The jnana has to be aparoksha. Unless I am aware of what I am in reality in terms of Paramananda, free from samsara sorrow. How am I to know that I am such and such entity? And to be aware of is nothing but to experience them. So, without aparokshanubhava, without atmanubhava, brahmanubhava, Brahma Jnana is not possible. The rule is, no doubt, pramana, means of knowledge, jnana sadhana, is indispensable for gaining any knowledge. But this fact doesn't say or doesn't rule out the necessity of experiencing the entity as it is in case of knowledge of certain entities. Not that is an invariable rule applicable to all types of knowledge. No. Wherever the knowledge is involved about a pratyaksha, perceptible entity which can be seen, heard, tasted, touched, and smelled, or the entity which is called as aparoksha. Aparoksha means na paroksha, not remote. Not remote in the sense which doesn't fit in the category of either that or this. Tat etat. Either that or this. Even see, whatever entity which is that remote in terms of space and time can be now available right now here, or whatever right now here is that can become that because of some distancing of time and space. Entity which doesn't fit in the category of this and that. What is it? I, which is not perceptible, which is self-evident, self-luminous, self-experiencing, swaprakasha, swayam jyotihi. So in the case of knowledge of these two entities, Pratyaksha and Aparoksha, you must be aware of it to gain its knowledge. Means you must experience to gain his knowledge. Otherwise, that knowledge is indirect. You have not verified. For example, mango is a desirable fruit. You have to eat and verify. Suppose you are seeing a person who is eating mango, and if you can find out his pleasant disposition, you can certainly infer, what is it? Oh, this is a desirable fruit. But you are not still aware of it. Your knowledge can be complete only when you eat it and enjoy it. So like this, so here, so that is, unless aparoksha jnana is there, that atma jnana, brahma jnana can at best be paroksha jnana, indirect knowledge and information gathered from shastra, because you are a person who has got shraddha in the shastras. You have shraddha in the Upanishad, you have shraddha in the Bhagavad Gita, you have shraddha in the Vedas. Yes. You are a astika. You are a Vedika. That's fine, very good. But your knowledge is still incomplete. It is indirect and not direct. So the rule is, wherever the entity to be known is available for experience, the knowledge of that entity can be total, provided you experience it. At times you experience it, but you may not know what it is. That's possible. For example, the Ashtanga yogi who has not taken to the discipline of Shravana, Manana, etc., does experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi, but he doesn't know that it is his Swarupa. That's why it is called as, branded as what? Andha Samadhi, Jada Samadhi, and not Pradnya Samadhi of a Jnani. In both cases, experience is one and the same. The Jnani, because of the discipline of Shravana Manana, knows this is my Swarupa. Whereas this yogi experiences same thing, but he say, me with identity in the body, took to Ashtanga Yoga, and now I'm experiencing this state. But to be in this state, I have to practice Ashtanga Yoga all the time. For him, Jagat is real. Mind is real. He doesn't accept the Chit Jada Sanyoga as far as the mind is concerned. Mind inert but reflected Chaitanya appears to be sentient. He doesn't accept. See, he has Atmanubhava, but doesn't know that is my Swarup. Such person need to be pointed out, provided they are available. And for them, it is very easy walkover to gain Atmadhyana, because the mind is so ready. As others exposing to Vedanta decades together. But this frame of mind is not there. And the result, what? Aparoksha jnana has not taken place. That being the case, it says, O Didaga, you also. Vishranta Sandeham, free from doubts. There is Nissamshaya. See, Vishransadya means the state wherein all doubts have been resolved. Free from all doubts, Vishranta Sandeham. Vigata Shesha Kautukam. Discarding all sense of wonder. That Swarupa, what is that Swarupa? Nirasta Kalpana Jalam. That which is free from all projections of Maya. Achittatvam. That which is free from mind. That which is free from mind. Parampadam. Highest abode in the sense, highest accomplishment. Pasha, Udidaga, Pasha means you yourself experience, you yourself know directly. So for this, you have to be what? You have to be Saushanta Ashesha Kilbishaha Mahadhiyaha Shantadhihi Vimanaska. Then only you can gain this Bhumatam Prapta. Having told this, the means of Brahman or means of gaining Brahma Jnana, knowledge of Brahma. And what is that Brahma? Amanaska. The means of Brahma, knowing Brahma, which is Amanaska, totally free from mind, are now being given up to verse 66. Verb is there in 66. To a person who is of such and such nature, the person who has accomplished all these features only can gain the knowledge of Brahma, which is totally free from mind. So all these verses are connected together because the verb is in 66. Swabhavaha samprasidati. To such person, the real nature of Brahma, free from mind, gets revealed. Till then, who is that person to whom this gets revealed is described in terms of different preparedness of the mind and accomplishment. Read Janto Krita Vicharas.
Janto Kruta Vicharasya Vigalat Vritti Chetasaha.
Stop. See, these are all descriptions of the person who has prepared himself to gain the Atma Jnana Brahma. One by one will take. See, 6th case is there. To such a person only the Brahma can get revealed will come in the 66. What are the types of, who is the person that is involved is described one by one. Jantoho krita vicharasya. Jantu here is Jiva. That Jiva must be the entity, must be Mukshu, must be the one who has taken to krita vichara. Krita vichara means who has taken to Shravana and Manana, number one. Number two, Vigalad Vritti Chetasaha. Vigalad Vritti Chetasaha, whose Antakarana Vrittis have dropped off. Whose Antakarana Vrittis have dropped off. Continue.
Mananam tyajato nityam kinchit parinatam manaha drishyam santyajyato heyam upadeyamupeyushaha.
Nityam mananam tyajataha kinchit parinatam manaha heya upadeyam upeshaha drishyam santyajataha. Next one. This qualification. Nityam mananam tyajataha. The person who always gives up manana. Be careful. This manana is not Shravana and Manana. This is not reflection on scriptural teaching after Shravana. No. This manana is, that is Manasika Sankalpa Manana. Mano Vyapar. Your manana is minding the all meditations. Manana is one who has given up Mano Vyapar. As a result, Kinchit Parinatam Manaha. The mind has what? To an extent, become mature, ripened, fully developed, or to be precise, the mind has got to an extent manonasha. Parinata can also mean ended. It can be matured, ripened, fully developed. It can also mean ended. As a result of this, the mind has ended to an extent. And who gives up the drishya? What type of drishyas? Heya upadeya upesha drishyam sanjata. Drishya, what type of drishya it is? Characterized by acquisition and abandoning. Either acquiring or discarding. See, any drishya, vishayas from Jagat, either we would like to have it or we would like to get rid of it. So there's drishya, which is characterized by acquisition or giving up. Such drishya, santyajataha. He doesn't run after that. He has already given up his dependence on drishya jagat. How you give up? In the maturity of mind, have no desires. No desire, not simply suppressing desire. You, in your maturity, are not interested in the vishayas. the Vishayas do not hold any fascination to you. You can show your thumb to the world. I don't care. I don't need you. Of course, few bare minimum things for the sustain the body, that is excluded. But I don't need anything from the world to be happier than what I am. So that is how one who has given up the Drishya Jagat, which is characterized by acquisition or abandoning. Continue.
द्रष्टारं पश्यतो नित्यम् अद्रष्टारमपश्यतः विज्ञातव्ये परे तत्त्वे जागरूकस्य जीवतः
Nityam adrashtaram apashyatah. Again, drashtaram pashyatah. Jivatah vidyatave pare tattve pare vidyatave pare tattve jagarukasya. Further qualification. Always his disposition is so. Nityam, always. Adrashtaram apashyatah. The tricky phrase is that here, adrashtru means drashta, seer, knower, perceiver entity is always sachetana, sensient in nature. The one who is not drishta means drishya, inert in nature. So therefore, adrishtaram means the jada prapancha, apashyatah, one who is never preoccupied in the jada prapancha vishaya, but nityam drashtaram pashyatah. Always the mind is focused on drashya sarupa, chaitanya sarupa, atma, and not on jada prapancha. As a result of which, the person who is like this, jivataha, while living, vidyatave paretatve jagarukasya. So the one who lives being alert in the chintana of Brahma Sarup, vidyatave paretatve. The Paratattva Atma Tattva Brahma Chaitanya Sarupa, which is Vidyatava means which whose Sakshatkara has to be gained. In that Tattva, Jagruka means very alert. Whether it means by constant and consistent efforts, one who makes his mind dwell on Chaitanya Sarupa Atma Brahma means one who takes to consistent nididhyasana. In nididhyasana, you discard the anatma pratyaya and by conscious effort, try to maintain the atma pratyaya. That is what means always alert about nididhyasana. Further qualifications, we'll see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम